Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, February 28th, 2022. I am Fredicia Liebert. The Nevis Island Administration is finalizing the purchase of lands across the island, which the government intends to make available for housing development as well as commercial use. That is according to Premier the Honorable Mark Brantley.
Let me report that lots are being sold at Morgan's estate, $6 per square foot. We have also acquired 6 acres of land to be divided in Morden Estate, which I'm told is the Cane Garden area, and we are preparing the subdivision of lands opposite the drag strip for leasing for industrial and commercial use. We are also finalizing the purchase of just over 20 acres, I believe it is. I hope I have that number correct. I believe it's closer to 30 acres of land at Garner's estate, which we also intend to subdivide and make available to our people.
At his February 24th press conference, Premier Brantley also explained why the Nevis Island Administration is purchasing land.
And on the island of Nevis, people got out of sugar a long time ago. And as a consequence, the people of Nevis have traditionally owned their own land. I tell people all the time, if you just go by the port at Long Point and you go south, you don't meet any houses or anything over there for a very, very long way. You have literally thousands of acres of land that is unoccupied and undeveloped, but is in private hands. So in Nevis, we have been forced to buy land as a government to then make that land available to our nationals. In fact, the 2 developments that are currently being undertaken at the instigation of Minister Brand, the area representative for St. Paul's, one at Hamilton and the other at Upper Craddock Road. Both were only made possible because we went out and bought land from private individuals to then do housing. It makes it far more expensive an undertaking because naturally we have to purchase the land and then do the housing, as opposed to having the land already owned by the government where we can just develop housing. So that has been an issue for us, but we have not shied away from our responsibility, and we have acquired land, as I've indicated, at Morden Estate. We've acquired land now at Garner's Estate. We're finalizing that, and you'll hear more about that, no doubt, as the weeks and months go by.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley. The Ministry of Health continues to invite residents of Nevis to join the nursing profession. Premier and Minister of Human Resources, the Honorable Mark Brantley, says the Nevis Island Administration continues to offer financial support to persons who enter the field.
You would have heard me from time to time indicate that in the healthcare sector we have careers available in nursing. And we continue to encourage our young people to look at nursing as a career choice for them. We provide tremendous assistance for those studying nursing, and it is a field that we encourage young people to enter. Currently, we have 2 nurses who are in Jamaica doing a master's program, one in theater techniques and one in anesthetist, a nurse anesthetist, so anesthesiology. Both are being assisted, of course, by the Nevis Island Administration financially. We also have 2 nurses who have recently completed the midwifery course at CFBC, and we have 3 that entered that course in 2022. All nurses who go there through the HR or Ministry of Health are provided with a stipend. For those who are employed currently as nurses and go off for greater specialization, I'm advised that they get 4/5 salary plus a stipend of $300 per month. And for those who are not yet employed to the government but have decided to do nursing, they get a stipend of $1,260 per month. And that is what we have been offering for our young people going off to nursing in St. Kitts. Let me add that at the CFBC.
Premier Brantley is also the Senior Minister of Health in the Nevis Island Administration.
We are delighted to welcome registered nurses Maria Rogas and Mary Antonio, who are joining us at Alexandra Hospital. Both have been recruited from the Philippines. One is an expert in intensive care and the other in emergency care. Both together have over 20 years nursing experience.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, at his February 24th press conference. The SKN Moves Nevis Chapter is hosting its first activity for the year, a Half Island Road Relay Cup Challenge, which will take place on Saturday, March 26th, beginning at 6 a.m. Platinum sponsor for the competition is the First Federal Cooperative Credit Union. Representative of the First Federal, Marquisa O'Loughlin, presented the sponsorship check of $3,500 to committee member of the SKN Moves Nevis Chapter, Sheila James, during a press conference held on Thursday, February 24th, 2022. The rules and regulations of the competition were outlined by committee member Sheila James.
So each team must register full teams no later by Monday the 7th of March 2022 by 4 p.m. The registration fee is $20 per competitor. This will cover the cost of a full breakfast, and you will be given a bracelet as a receipt to say you've paid your registration, and it will also act as your team ID. So breakfast isn't compulsory. However, without breakfast, there's still a $10 registration fee. On the day of registration, please state your preference for the breakfast. Team names, numbers and wristbands will be issued days before the event. Note bracelets will be various colours to identify your teams. Each team must register with a team name, and as I said before, if there's more than one team, you name it 1, 2 and 3. Okay? If on the morning of the relay and a team is short by a competitor, a decision will have to be taken by the team to allocate a competitor to take on the next leg in succession in order to complete the relay.
The route for the relay begins in Bricklin on to Butlers, then to Fothergills, then to Market Shop, to Brownhill, and end at the Fit Wellness Park at Bath Plain.
The prize money for each competitor is $300 each for the winning team. One of the conditions that was set in the meeting was that each competitor will have to open an account with First Federal Credit Union. If you already have an account, that's fine, but if you don't, we're encouraging you to open up an account with First Federal Credit Union. The second prize, or second place, again, is the cup from First Federal Credit Union, and also we've just recently, in the last 78 hours, got a silver sponsor on board, and that's Timothy Keynes and Associates, and they will actually give prize money of $100 per person for second prize. And with second prize, they also get the Queen City ATV Adventures Tour. And in third place, they will also win a cup sponsored by our platinum sponsors, First Federal Credit Union, which is this little cup here, but it's beautiful. And they will also get a water fountain hike with Hills Valleys Tours.
Each competitor will receive participation prizes from the First Federal Cooperative Credit Union for their participation. 3 events have so far been held under the SKN Moves Nevis Chapter umbrella, including the Half Island Road Relay, Bike Relay, and the Fit Games Challenge. Present at the head table were representatives of the Nevis Red Cross, Dijon Liburd, ambassadors of the SKN Moves Nevis Chapter, David Walwyn and Jeanette Grell Hull, representative of the First Federal Cooperative Credit Union, Marquisa O'Loughlin, and committee member Jamia Claxton. The deadline for registration of the SKN Moves Nevis Chapter Half Island Road Relay Cup Challenge is Monday, March 7th, 2022 at 4 p.m. Interested persons can register at the Nevis Health Promotion Unit on Drew Street and Prince William Street or call them at 469-8010. Earlier this month, the Nevis Tourism Authority announced its panel of 2022 ambassadors, a select group of travel tastemakers, influencers, and journalists, chosen exclusively for their familiarity with the island. News of these appointments has created excitement both locally and in the U.S. On February 15th, Travel Pulse introduced the 2022 Nevis ambassadors to its 900,000 online readers. The report, written by Agent at Home Managing Editor Claudette Covey, gave a special nod to Ambassador Brian Major. With family roots in St. Kitts and Nevis, Major brings his heritage and passion for the Caribbean to his career as an accomplished journalist and editor. In the February 17th edition of Travel and Leisure Online, with a readership of 13 million visitors per month, contributor Meena Thiruvengadam highlighted performer Mel B's response to her appointment as a Nevis ambassador by sharing a statement she provided to the publication. Mel B says Nevis is not just part of where she comes from, but it is part of who she is. It is her dad's home country and the place where so many members of her family still live. For her, this is a huge deal, and she's excited to know more about this beautiful island and share that knowledge with the rest of the world. MSN, also known as Microsoft News, further distributed the travel and leisure article to its own audience of 216 million visitors per month via its publishing partnership with more than 3,000 media brands. This caused interest in the Nevis Ambassador program to be even more widespread. The 2022 Tourism Ambassador Program lineup also boasts model and actress Nikiva Stapleton and award-winning spa and luxury travel influencer Ava Roxanne Street. On February 17th, Travel Noah, reaching more than 497,000 visitors per month, also featured a report by R. Pena on the 2022 Nevis Travel Ambassadors. The Department of Agriculture will be offering seeds and seedlings to backyard farmers free of charge between March 8th to 12th, 2022. Interested backyard farmers are asked to bring their bags to the propagation unit at Prospect for collection between the hours of 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. New backyard farmers are kindly asked to register. Seedlings include tomato, sweet peppers, chive, passion fruit, cabbage, and papaya. Seeds include squash, watermelon, okra, and beets. The offer is valid while stocks last. For more information, kindly contact the department at 469-5521, extension 6511 or 6510. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Freddie Liebert. Thank you for viewing.